Uh-oh, it's in there.
Another copper. Are you serious? In the same...
Yeah.
What is going on?
Brand new adventure today. We are going to do some metal detecting. I'm here with Mike of Great Finds on YouTube, and I'll put a link to his channel in a pinned comment probably, and you can watch the same hunt but from a different perspective. What we're going to do today is got a big farm here with a stream and lots of hills, lots of woods, some fields. We have never been here on this part of the farm. We've been on another part. Found some stuff, yeah. Yeah, found a bunch of bullets and things. So we're kind of hoping we'll find some stuff back here in the woods along the stream. The owner said that there was some stuff back here. Some guys that detected this years ago and found a few things. And we're in an area where there were lots of troops during the Antietam campaign. We're not too far from the Antietam battlefield, but also during the Gettysburg Retreat. So there were soldiers all through this area, lots of camps. I actually live pretty close to here, and I've been on neighboring farms and found lots of stuff. So I'm very excited about it. He is too, apparently, because he's digging. All right, I'll tell you a little bit more about the area and what we're looking for and what we hope to find. And maybe I'll even show you a thing or two in a few minutes. So I've been walking around for about 15-20 minutes and kind of zigzagging in the woods, moving back toward the front part of the farm. Haven't really come across much, just a few shotgun shells, but I did want to show you this real quick. Trespassing signs, of course. That's the other farm, so can't go over there today. But yeah, look at this cool stone wall right here. This goes down, and don't know how far it goes, but probably out toward the front of the farm. And on the other side, where I started the video, over there a ways, there's another bigger stone wall. So I'm kind of surprised I really haven't found much yet, except for, like I said, shotgun shells and a couple blips of iron, which is probably fence wire. I'll show you the shotgun shells real quick so you know what I'm talking about. These are the bases, and it has brass on it. That's what makes a good sound. These are usually just loaded. Woods can be loaded with these things, but they ring up like a Civil War, like a lot of the Civil War buttons. So you almost have to dig them if you want to find the buttons. Something interesting here I wanted to show you real quick. It's not kind of detecting related, but it's solving mysteries related. You notice here there's a big old tree that's down, and when it fell over, the root ball, which is right in here, took the stone fence, okay? That is going up that way, comes down in a straight line going across that way. It took all the stones up with it in the dirt and deposited them here. Now, you're going to ask yourself, because I can already hear it twirling around your head. Gee, that's amazing, Bo. So what? Well, the so what part about it is 50 years from now when you come out here and that tree is completely gone, and you're checking out the stone wall, you might ask yourself, why did they do this? Why did the stone wall come down straight and curve, open up like that on that weird angle like this? That's something I would do in the video if I ever saw that without a tree. I would absolutely wonder why they did that. So if I ever see that again, I'll know that it could be just because a tree fell over, and I'll make another video of it. Let's keep moving. And not to belabor the point, but to belabor the point, that's that log I was just standing on, where the fence comes down, and looky, there's another one just like it, where that tree fell down and made this opening right here. It's like dual openings in a weird stone fence that would be a total mystery to someone walking through here 50 or 100 years from now. Let's just hope this video is still around for them. And for you guys that aren't hunters, like animal hunters, like deer hunters, I just want to show you a tree stand. This is something a hunter would put out here so that he can climb up in the tree and stand on that little platform. And then he's got a little thing that will come down where he can sit. And he can sit up there and wait for deer to come by. And the thing about deer and about tree stands, well, let me just show you the rungs real quick too. It's got a ladder. Now the farm leases it out for deer hunters, but there's none out here today. That's why I wore this brown shirt so it looked like a deer, which was a big mistake. I should not have done that, but we did check and there's no one out here today. Deer stand. So yeah, here's what I was going to tell you. So hunters sit up there, and the thing about deer is that as they evolved over the thousands or millions of years, they're predators, or wolves and things like that, and bear. They don't look up in the trees because there's nothing that was in the trees that was going to kill them. So they don't normally look up in the trees. So hunters can, as long as the hunter's up in the tree, 10, 15 feet, the deer never see them. That's why they sit in trees. You get a better vantage point, you can see further, but also deer just never look up for danger. Check this out. This is a weird tree. Look at this. It's like fungus growing on it, but it's like it's melted. I guess it's because it's really old. That's pretty cool looking though, isn't it? I wonder if it's tasty. It's like sponge. God, it's really weird. Very, very oh, it's like a those little marshmallow things you get, the hard marshmallow. Well, it's like a marshmallow that's been sitting in the drawer for about a month outside of the package, which is when they're the most delicious, by the way, when they're kind of crunchy. Let's get back to digging. The stream runs through that bottom down there, so we're almost to finishing out the back part of the very back part of the property. I want to show you this. This is a deer blind. It's actually built on a trailer, so a hunter will sit inside there. I don't know, it probably has a little chair in there or something. And he can sit in there and wait for the deer to come by. That's just kind of a different setup. Now, the only disadvantage with those, of course, is deer look at that level. So that's why it has all the camouflage around it. Whereas in the tree stand, if you had one up there, you don't really need any of that stuff. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll walk up this trail, zig back across this hillside to where we started the video. Then we'll go down, across the stream. There's another big patch of woods over there that we're going to hit where, well, if we don't find anything here, well, we might not find anything there. But I think we will. I have really good high hopes for today, even though we're yapping a lot. It's got a nice little squeaker here and dug it up, and I saw that and I thought it looked like it might be the edge of a button. That color is just beautiful color. But as it turns out, it's just a fired modern cartridge. That's a full metal jacket. You can see the white is the lead on the inside of the bullet. Probably where it stuck into a tree and the tree rotted away. That's all that's left. So we're still in the woods, but we're getting ready to go out into the fields because we're just finding shotgun shells. Just came across this creepy little camp down here, which I assume is probably where the hunters that lease this property. That's probably where they stay when they're out here. Most of the hunting seasons are over now. There's just a few things going on a couple weekends, but that's probably mostly deer hunters. Oh well, let's see what we can find out on top of the hill. What do you say? So I'm still working up the road. We're almost back to the fields. Go over there, you can see the fields. That's kind of where we're headed. And I started hitting some iron in here. And I noticed that there's some weird piles of stone. Like there's a pile of stone there. It looks almost like it could be a chimney stack. Now, right there. Now, I didn't really get anything good except a couple shotgun shells there. So I worked my way up this direction. And I can see there's some junk there. So this is an old dump of some sort. I haven't looked at it yet. I thought we'd do that together. We'll just leave the machine there for now. And see if it's old enough to come back here and dig around for some bottles later on. I'm already seeing plastic, so that's not a good sign. Some wash tubs there, some aluminum, some something, this bicycle. Yeah, so I'm going to say this is probably going to be 50s, maybe 60s. So not old enough probably for us, but it could be on an older dump. That's part of a milk. Well, I thought it was a milk bottle, but yeah, is it? This is an old milk bottle. Not really seeing anything that gets me too excited about digging here. It's kind of weird. It's all fenced in. Look, it's like the little junk pile is fenced in. I've never seen anything like that. Why would they do that, I wonder? Yeah, I'm going to say this is not going to be old enough for us to worry about. You know, obviously some beer bottles here. I could have drunk out of those when I was a kid. Paper rub, plastic. Another deer stand there. A little feeder on the tree. I'll grab the metal detector. See a shed over there. That's on a different property though. Grab my metal detector and we'll keep working our way through what we can hit here and get out into the woods pretty soon, or out of the woods. I know we did just a really quick trip through the woods. And we, you know, almost tripped. Could do that again, but I just want to get a quick feel for what was back here. Maybe I think we'll have more luck out in the field, back toward the old house and stuff, the farmhouse. All right, let's get back to it. About another 20 minutes out here, and then we'll get up in the field. Mike's probably already out there, so I think I saw him earlier go across that ridge. That's a little bottle dump we just looked at, and I wanted to come over here. I was going to walk this trail out. You can see that's a feeder, and of course the deer stand, but if you look right there is a camera. So I'm not going to walk in front of it just because I don't like to be on camera. So let's go in the field with Mike. What do you say? I'll show you this real quick. This is an apiary where they have bees, a little bee yard, but I don't see any active colonies. Could be, but probably not. But you notice on these stacks, there's no openings for the bees to get in them. So they're probably all died. Oh, that's sad. That's a smoker. build a little fire in there with like newspaper and stuff, and you can puff it and put the smoke into the colony, and it makes the bees kind of like not attack you. Now what you can do to see if there's, it's probably not in here because they usually would keep that clean, is you put your ear to it. If you hear them humming, that's the bees in there flapping their wings to try to keep the queen warm and keep the larvae warm and keep themselves warm. So I'll just do that real quick. I'll listen. What's that? Yeah, silence, no bees. All right, so all these bees are dead. And we used to have like a dozen of those or so, but some years ago, 10 years ago maybe, thing swept across the United States called colony collapse disorder, and it killed out a huge percentage of the honeybees in this country. And you know, people like this and people like me kind of gave up on raising them because they're so hard to keep alive. Now we think it's because one of the main culprits is a new type of pesticides that the farmers are using that has a nicotine based derivative in it. Nicotine, like in cigarettes and whatnot, tobacco, is actually grows wild. I mean, it's a wild chemical that plants produce to kill bugs that eat them. And the farmers started using this stuff, synthetic of course, and it's wiped out all the bugs all across the country. And it's they think that's what's killed the bees. Still perfectly legal to use in the States. Most of the world, a lot of the world has outlawed that. If we get rid of that pesticide, I think we're always going to have a problem with the honeybee colonies. Well, I think I found where a lot of the bullets are coming from that we're finding today. This is somebody's rifle range, or rifle and pistol range. You can see where the bullets are ripping through the trees. And kind of chop those trees up in there. So this whole area back here behind us is where we've been finding the bullets and whatnot. A lot of casings, a lot of pistol casings. This is actually the third range that I've seen where they do a lot of shooting here. All right, so we're gonna go back up, get out of this area. I saw another camera back there. And we're gonna find Mike, which he should be right up here, and go over into the field that you can't see, but it's just over the horizon. This whole hillside is loaded with fired bullets. Mike's probably already out there. Let's go check. Mike and I went ahead and we moved up to the house area actually, because we talked to the farmer and he said we can look anywhere we want around the house. So what we're going to do is just look around here. I'm just noticing that there's little pieces of brick, and I found this piece of porcelain here. It might be electrical, and I got a little tiny piece of brassy coppery stuff. But yeah, there's lots of old pottery here. That house right here is probably mid 1800s, and there's one right next to it. So we have a really high squeak right in the center of this hole, and I'm not sure what it's going to be. Could be something really cool or something not. Now the thing is, it's right in there. I don't want to dig too big a hole in the guy's yard, so whatever it is, I think it's going to be right about here. And I got this little digger, very dull on the end. I'll just poke here a little bit, see if we can get to it. Okay, there's something right here. So I'll just kind of scrape it a little bit. It's definitely not a coin. Almost looks like iron, really. There we go. Let's see what it is. Maybe a ring. Yep, that's what it is. Big old dinosaur ring. That's for like leather strapping. You could like hooked straps in it. Hook straps to go different ways for like horses for plowing, or you know, 1,000 other uses, but it sounded really good. This is kind of a weird little doodad right here. I'm not sure what it is. I thought it was almost like some sort of wrench at first, because it's got all these different notches in it, different size notches, but having that thing in the center right there, it looks like a hole that goes all the way through, has me in doubts. Very strange. I've never seen anything quite like it. Have any idea what it is? Let me know. No idea. That's cute.
Yeah.
Little bell.
Little crotal bell.
Yeah, a little crotal bell. It could have gone on like a sheep. Could have worn that, or could have gone on a whole bunch of them on a wagon.
Yeah. I think I see a little number on there, but I can't really tell.
Yeah.
A lot of times, a little ball, the rattle in there, it's just pretty much seized. Yeah, exactly.
I'm over here going.
All right.
So tired. I mean, that's the first good thing we found.
Yeah.
Been like a lot of finds, but it's the first good thing.
Yeah.
So I'm up here by the house again. I've been all over the fields. I've found nothing today to keep. Just a lot of junk. I thought I'd go ahead and do the yard one last time before we go, and I just found a piece of a harmonica reed. That's the inside of a harmonica. That's my best find so far today, and about my 300th find. It's been tough. He's found this little doodad, which I think is actually just a snap of some sort. It's a little brassy thing though. Whoops, it just fell apart. Well, that's not brass, that's iron, and it's got like a little disc on it of some sort, so a little piece of junk basically. Kind of like this piece of plastic. Well, I'm about baked. Been a really rough day. Is another 45 caliber bullet. That's the lead in the inside and copper jacketed. Man, I tell you, it's been a very, very difficult day for me. I don't have a single thing in my bag that I really want to keep, or have any desire to keep. That actually I'm not going to just throw away. I even lost the bullet I just had. I put it in my bag and I bounced out somewhere. Oh well. All right, so here's the deal. Mike and I decided to come back to the part of the farm that actually has a camp on it, where we found some bullets and found a couple large scents out here and a bunch of bullets and things the last time we were here. Mike's around the corner, but I went ahead and changed the loop. I put the big loop on to see if I can get deeper in this field, because there's, you know, it's not a ton of iron or anything, so I thought it might be good to try it and go over the same places that I was at the last time we were here when I had the smaller loop, to see if I could, you know, see if I could hear deeper stuff. And so far it's paying off. This is my first good find, and it is a Civil War mini ball. And that was good and deep. That's dropped, so I'm happy. So I guess the coil, hopefully hopefully we'll start getting into some more right here. I found a large scent like right over in there. You can see some little like dig holes in here. We found a few bullets and another large scent not too far over that way. So we'll spend a half an hour, 2 hours here, see if we can get a few more targets and flush this video out. So we actually, well, we have one find now that I'm happy with so far today. We've been out here for like 5 hours. I'll go ahead and show you what I'm listening for. I'm using the AT Max today, all metal, so everything's going to sound off from a little tiny nail to a big old belt buckle. We can read the numbers if it's, you know, not too deep, but if it's deep, that we don't, you know, we don't have to pay attention to the numbers at all. There's something here that could be a bullet. It's not reading high, but I can tell it's a solid signal that's down there a little ways. Popped it out of somewhere over in here. I see this white stuff, so I'm hoping it's a bullet in there somewhere, but I don't see it yet. Let's get the pinpointer out. There's the case. Oh, looky. I think that's going to be a nice one, isn't it? Where is it? No. That is going to be a modern bullet. That's a nice loud one there. 80, so I'm very, very hopeful about that one. It shouldn't be too deep, I don't think. I'm gonna hold the camera and dig it. Hopefully we'll get it the first shot. Was that it? Look, it's a coin. Mike's gonna kill me. You know, all day I've got like 2 targets that I keep. One was a bullet and this is a coin. I found another coin though, first time we were here, right over by that rock, so there's another one. It was a loud one too, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's gonna be another largie. I'm not gonna clean it up too much until it dries off a little bit, and then we'll see what it is. What do you say? Definitely a large scent though. Sweet. I got a video. I just sent Mike a picture of the largie, but he hasn't looked at his phone yet. I guess he's going to. That's where we I just found a bullet down there. So he might have a bullet. I hope. What you got? Just a bullet.
You got something good?
Huh? I sent you a picture. You didn't even look at your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Jake sends you a text and you don't look at it. You don't have to look at it.
Yeah, I got a drop. I was kind of excited. Let me look. Oh, okay. Oh, another one.
Yeah.
Right there.
It was only a couple inches deep.
I just missed it.
Yeah. Well,
That's
yeah, I
awesome,
did too
man.
the other days. Don't be rubbing on that thing. Jeez.
It's a bad habit of mine. Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah,
But you might not want to go too far.
well, did you get a good signal?
I don't know. It's actually kind of a weird signal, but it sounds good.
Okay.
I mean, it's reading really high.
Oh,
That's the only
nice.
problem.
Yeah.
Like a little piece of like small silver down about 1/2 of an inch. Wait. Or a piece of junk.
He's got the big coil on.
All right. It's in here.
Then that clump
Oh,
of
yeah.
dirt there.
Well, uh-oh, it's in there.
Another copper. Are you serious? In the
Yeah.
What is going on? You guys see that in there? Look. Another copper coin hiding in the... Well, that's amazing.
And that thing was, well, you see how deep it is.
That's
What?
crazy.
An inch? A couple inches? Dude, better start hunting quick.
Yeah.
Be swinging that thing.
Let's go, man. All right, cool.
Well, I mean, I found one there the first time we were here.
Yeah,
So
you found one
right
up
to
on
1,
the
2,
hill over
3.
there,
Yeah,
too.
1, 2.
That's crazy.
Sweet. So the sun is fading behind us. Don't have too much more light left. I guess Civil War. I suspect not. Give me a little nip. I heard the aluminum lid on the top. Ooh, it's got some fit it. I think that's probably just water, huh? Smell. Yeah, it's just water. Sure it is.
Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my bitch.